Hi, I'm Jesse and this is Jesse's Lego, and today we are reviewing Lego set 10270, the Creator Expert Bookshop. So I bought this for $219.99 from lego.com.au using my $30 VIP discount as well. So it comes with 5 minifigures, 2,504 pieces, and we've got the Birch Books bookstore, aptly named because of the birch tree, and a painted lady beside it. This is going to be an excellent addition to my Lego Town Bricktopia. I think I've got the perfect spot for it. So let's get started. So this set here comes with 18 bags, an instruction manual, 2 base plates and a bag of plates. So this is the first floor of the bookshop completed. Just going around and showing you all the sides. So what we've got inside is a bookshelf, got another bookshelf here, got the staircase and the front counter as well. There is a mezzanine level that clips right in. There you have it, the first floor completed. So this is the second floor completed. We've got the little seating area out the back here. Nothing much happening on the sides, but inside is where all the action's at. We've got the grandfather clock, staircase, nice little rug in the middle, an easy chair that actually, I've got it propped up at the moment, so it reclines. We've got a little lamp over here too. And that's the second floor completed. And so here's the third floor completed. This one is a bit different to most modular buildings in that it doesn't actually have a roof that comes off. Well, it kind of does, but the way that the roof comes off is by a back piece. So this is what we have inside the third floor. We have the entry from the stairs, a bed here, and a tank with the chameleon inside. And then inside here, not much going on, it's just a cover for the back of it. And that's the third floor complete. So this is the completed first floor of the painted lady. So we've got a basement in here, a little vegetable garden out the back, what looks like a workbench, some stairs from inside down to the basement, little mousetrap, some secateurs and a ladder with access from the outside. That's the first, well, the basement floor complete. So this is the first floor of the painted lady. There is a lot going on here. It's very detailed. That's the side. So when we look inside, we have a little window seat over here in the bay window. We have a fireplace with dining table and a tea set. Got kind of, I don't know what this is, like a spice cabinet or a pantry or something. Have a little potted plant, stairs up to the second floor, umbrella and hat hanging up, and stairs down to the basement. And that is the first floor completed. And this is the second floor of the painted lady completed. So I'm going to do this in two parts because the back shears off in the same way that the bookstore does. So this is the front. You've only got a little bit on the sides and the back. So inside here, we have a very, very large bed. We have a dresser with a lamp and flower pot, vase, and we also have a painting over here. Not much going on, but when you do put the back side on, it's got a nice little roof window where the stairs are, a balcony out the back, and chimney on top, and a lot of detail in the front over here. And that's the second floor completed. And so here we have it, the completed bookshop and painted lady. So I think these two look really, really good together. They're a great contrast in colors. I'll show you what they look like on the opposite side. So the lamp and the birch tree clash with each other, but this is how they look when they swap sides. They are each on a 16 by 32 base plate, so they are interchangeable, unlike other modular buildings where they are on the one base plate, like it is on the one base plate. These give you some options about what side you can have them on and where you put them in your town. So they come with a very good selection of minifigures too, I think. They've got a lot of the new printed torsos from 2019, which is good. It's always nice to see some fresh parts coming through. And this guy here, I really like the printed cover of the book, which is Moby Brick, Lego adaptation of Moby Dick, the whale, which is quite nice as well. So there's a lot to talk about, but I'll talk about them individually, starting with the bookshop. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to be talking about the bookshop. We'll go level by level. Actually, no, we'll start as a whole. So I really, really like the facade. I think the facade is beautiful. Originally, I was skeptical of all of these 1x1 rounded pieces going on the side. I thought it would be a bit much, but seeing it in person, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's a great kind of border for the building, especially when up against other buildings. It's totally not overkill, but I really like the use of the half corner tiles, the 2x2 cut in half, to form the design out the front here. That's really nice. We haven't seen that in other modular buildings yet. So on the inside, I really like the height of the building and that the mezzanine comes out, unless you're like me and you just broke the mezzanine. We'll deal with that later. But the colors on the floor are really good, but there could be a better use of space inside. I feel it hasn't lived up to its potential. For a bookshop, there's not really many books for sale. That's a small price to pay for the overall beauty of the set. This tree does get a bit annoying too, because it's wobbly and so far out the front, so I often find myself removing that. But moving on to the second floor, I really do like the facade. I'm a big fan of putting the windows together to make it look like they're, I don't know, like a multi-pane window instead of one big continuous window. So I'm glad with how that turned out. I really, really like the spiral stair design. I think that's the best stairs they've made yet. Very visually impressive, and it doesn't take up much space too. Also, I was originally skeptical about this chair, but I find myself liking it more and more every time I move it backwards and forwards. The use of space though, I'm a little disappointed that it didn't come all the way out to the back. I do very much like the balcony, but there's just not a lot going on this floor. And then when we see the third floor, as beautiful as the outside is, and this is my favorite part, the facade on the third floor roof, second floor roof. But when we look on the inside, there's really not much going on here. I mean, the lady just has a bed and a chameleon tank. There's no bathroom, there's no kitchen. And this is also just as deep as the second floor. So I think there was a lot of wasted opportunity to put a bathroom or a kitchen or something else that actually makes it feel like an apartment in this gap that we're missing here. But overall, the color choices I think are great, and I'm very happy with it. I'll just have to make some modifications because I like every apartment having a kitchen and a bathroom. So my absolute favorite part of the set, I knew I loved the painted lady from the moment I saw the initial images of this set. So I just love everything about it. I love the color. I love the little garden bed down the bottom and the angled staircase. It's so classy for such a small little building. Like the pet shop or the pet store, the previous modular where they had 2 buildings, this one takes a lot of inspiration from the brownstone that came with that set, but it kind of improves on it, which I quite like the little garden bed at the bottom, you can tell, and the bay window. They're so reminiscent of that set, but for 2020. So I really like how that turned out. I think we need more buildings in bright colors like these because it gives a lot more pieces too in these colors, whereas when I make my own creations, they tend to be in the more earthly and natural tones. I don't think there's enough of a range of turquoise or azure parts to be able to make this until one of these sets come out. So I'm really happy with that. So my favorite feature from the first floor would have to be this giant fireplace, and soon followed by the window seat and the bay window. I just love everything about it. Again, a little disappointed that instead of this being a bathroom or there being a kitchen here or something, it just goes downstairs into the basement, and we've got a house without a kitchen and a bathroom. Yeah, it might not sound like much, but for me, they're things that I like to look out for when these sets come out. Otherwise, I feel compelled to put them in myself. My favorite element from this though is how they've used the candlesticks to cover the gaps that would be left by putting in angled windows. So I wasn't expecting that. That was really inventive and clever for me. Same with how the second floor kind of starts well before the roof line, which is kind of cool too, because it looks like it's a taller house than it actually is from clever planning. So I also really like this bed design, and I will be using that, the plans for that in upcoming creations of mine, where I'm looking for a bed that's a bit more classier than the standard bed that LEGO have included in some other sets. So all in all, I really like how this turned out, especially the little balcony at the back. And finally, in one of the Creator modular buildings, we're seeing use of the skylight, which is a redesigned skylight from mid-2000s, I believe. Looks a bit different to me. But yeah, overall, really, really happy with how this turned out. I actually look forward to making a second one to go beside it in Bricktopia, but in a different color. I'm hoping there's enough parts for a light purple or a bright light yellow version, but in the comments below, let me know what color you think I should build the second one in, because I'd really like to have another one and would like to continue with that painted lady theme beside it. So overall, I really, really like these sets. At the 250 Australian dollar price point value, I think they're excellent. This is LEGO making a return to a smaller, more budget-friendly set. It definitely shows in the width of these buildings that it is a $250 set. If it was more expensive, there would be more at the back, but I'm not complaining. They are beautiful as facades to add to your town. For people who prefer the classical style of the Creator Expert architecture, they've definitely returned to the Parisian restaurant greengrocer style of building, as opposed to the downtown diner and corner garage from the past 2 years that some people didn't really quite like. I don't mind them, but I certainly prefer this style of building, and I think they're going to look great next to the Parisian restaurant. I'm so excited to add them into Bricktopia. I would definitely recommend, if you like these type of sets, that for 250 Australian dollars, it's a great price point and great to give as a gift or to receive as a gift. But yeah, I would definitely buy them again. I'm going to go and buy another one so I can build this in another color. And this one will be great for parts for my elevated railway that's missing a lot of this color right here. So all in all, very happy with them, and hopefully you're happy with them too. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.